Hello and welcome to part 28 of my Chrono Trigger playthrough. And in this episode, like I said at the end of the last, we will be finishing up Frog's quest. And taking off from where we left off. Oh, I guess I did open that since it upgraded. I fly to the woods to go in, but they have our little jump off point blocked off, and it stays blocked off the rest of the game. So the only way to get there to get that chest is from the end of time. With Meryl in the lead, though, we can now go into the castle in the future, get told a BS line by the Chancellor, which is part of Meryl's quest, which we'll have to finish up after we've done the Rainbow Shell. Now we'll go grab that chest in the castle. If there's anything else you want to do in the castle, like grab all these chests that we didn't get earlier when we've been here, grab them now. It's funny how what the maid says and what the Chancellor says just doesn't match up. We've seen this pattern before, haven't we? But I've come to the conclusion that this princess just isn't all that bright. To put that kind of two and two together. And there's a little part of me after our experiences in the cathedral where I don't quite trust that nun. So I'm taking it that that woman is the... Yeah, we won't be able to lock that until after her quest line is done. Seem familiar? Didn't we run across another chest we couldn't unlock until we beat a certain bad guy? Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure we got all the items here on our escape from the prison. With that, we'll let her be a dummy and confront her father. And the king... I'm not sure if he's a manipulated idiot or suspects what the hell's going on with the Chancellor and just wanted her the hell out of the way while he dealt with it. Alright, Snell stop. This is where you get the beef jerky off of this guy. And I think it starts out pretty cheap when you can first get down here, and goes up in price as you beat the various bosses. So if you want to save money, buy it as cheap as possible near the beginning of the game. Now give it to her for free, and that'll save you a boatload of a headache later in the game. Now I switched back to Chrono because now it doesn't matter if we can get into the castle or not. We've already done everything there we can until after we take care of the prism or the rainbow shell. Could have used that black plate or even the black vest. Oh, he's changed his tune since the start of the game because of that piece of beef jerky. Trying to think, is there anything else we want to grab? I think all that's left are the chests in that castle. Now we'll slip up to the end of time. Slip through the portal to the forest and get that one chest we couldn't get earlier. I do take a pot shot at this guy, but he's just... I forgot to equip the proper equipment is what it is. Also doesn't help, I went in at like half my stats. I mean, Corona only had 17 magic points left. There's no way. Now for this next part, you want to make sure you got about 4 grand in gil. And grab these chests since we went to the future or the present and got them. Oh, damn. I just remembered I forgot one item and we need frog for. On Mount Durando, where the bird flicks stones at you if you have frog in your party, you can get a golden gemstone. And I forgot to get that in my complete run. I might add that to a later video. Alright, first things we do is give him the carpentry tools. Follow him to his house. They'll run off to the ruins and do a little bit of fixing. Not much, just a little. Now, your choice. You can run out and have them fix this next section. It'll let you get into the back and finish off Frog's quest. Or you can do like I do, go upstairs and try to kill everything. Which I thought I did. But I left the monsters in front of the door. And only triggered the center ones. there's at least 3 more of those pop open, run to the future, get the stuff, and pop back chests in this place. And I think once we get those, we've gotten all the chests. Now, because I didn't get the one on the right side, those monsters will be back when we come back the next time. Alright, go spend our 2 grand. Then go back, meet them, go fight those monsters. And finish up Frog's quest line. Because that's the area he fixed this time. And with this little conversation, Frog's quest line is finished. And sadly, the Mesmune counts as a quest item and not just a weapon. So in New Game Plus, you've got to do it all over again. And sadly, for this part of up until this part of the game and your future playthroughs, you'll have better weapons. Because it's only powered up after this conversation. And he automatically equips it. If you didn't have it equipped, that is. And if you're not sure if he did or not, like I was, it doesn't hurt to double check. And they're all back. So now we gotta fight these 3 sets of skeletons again. The combo of Luminaire and Flare take them out. Their magic stats fairly weak at this time still, which is what all the techs are based off of. also one thing about this place in particular. I believe, don't quote me on this, I think when I did this playthrough I grabbed all the items I went through. But I believe if you leave everything alone and just crack those there and back chests that you open with the pendant, the items in the chest will be in the present time, and then you can come back and get them when you get the there and back chests. Actually, now that Frog's quest is done, if you have somebody else you need tech points for, you can throw them in Frog's place. I've been keeping Lucia because of Flare, which is just as strong as Luminar. Like I said, it'll cost you about 4,000 gil. And that'll be the last time you send them over. Got about 6-7 minutes left. And we'll be finishing up this area. Yeah, I made that mistake. And just like with all the other monsters, once you kill them, they're gone for the rest of the time you come here. Oh, we get a new enemy here. I'm putting slime things. I think that's the only time they appear here, too. Oh. Yeah, it's in these two fights they appear here. In this room. They wanted to be real cool since they're yellow. They could have made them immune to lightning. Now crack these chests. And then we'll run to the future. Run back in here. And grab those 3 chests. about time I rested. Now, after finishing this up, the next two quests we'll do are all within year 600. Yeah. That moonbeam armor is very handy. I think I wore it for the rest of the game. Don't ask me what that said. And I did equip the Valkyrie's bow to Meryl. I'm pretty sure I used that the rest of the game too. And with this, we'll be setting up for getting the rest of the items, of course. But we'll be setting up for our next quest, which will be getting the rainbow shell. I really do hate that they changed the names from the SE and the S version. Now I don't know what half the stuff is. But this is where we'll be calling this episode quits. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed what I've been showing, like and subscribe. Goodbye.